I digress. This is kind of family night recognition as part of the Hall of Fame induction, and this is a special recognition. Recognition of this family that has had a special impact on our community, that has been dedicated from day one to building and making our community a better place for everyone, for every person. And I think when we talk about community and we talk about the pride and passion of community, it speaks about everyone in the community. And this is a family that we're going to introduce to you here that has absolutely had that commitment to every single person in the community, regardless of your status, your income level, your abilities. They were committed to supporting every person, allowing them, each person, each child to have an opportunity as part of their education and bettering their lives. So I'm very, very proud to introduce to you tonight the Cooper family, Jake and Lillian Cooper, and then Gary and Sandy Cooper. So first let me talk and introduce to you Jake and Lillian, provide a little background to you about them. The Cooper family has been a strong supporter of Chaska schools for decades. Both graduates of Chaska High, Jake and Lil Cooper, made education an integral part of their lives. Both lifelong residents of Chaska, they were active members of the community. They were instrumental in establishing educational opportunities for developmentally challenged children. Each year, deserving Chaska High School students receive scholarships, courtesy of the Cooper family. Jake and Lil respected teachers and showed their support during the 1984 teacher strike by providing food and credit to teachers and their families. Thousands of dollars have been donated by the family to both public and private schools through the Dollars for Scholars program. The Cooper family has always been willing to support any program that has value for a child. And let me introduce Gary and Sandy and invite them up as we to receive the plaques and share their comments with us tonight. To Gary and Sandy, as outstanding contributors in that category of the Hall of Fame, as Chaska High School graduates, Gary Cooper and his wife Sandy continue the Cooper family commitment to our school system both personally and professionally through the grocery business Coopers. Chaska High School students who have been involved in the arts, activities, or athletics have all benefited from the generosity of the Cooper family. Thousands of dollars have been donated to both public and private schools in the area through the Dollars for Scholars program. The Cooper's donation to the Chaska Community Center enabled many families to join the center. For 5 years, Gary and Sandy ran a group home for teenagers. All of the children attended Chaska High School and achieved many levels of success. Gary and Sandy make education a priority in their lives and in the lives of their family. This is so deserved, and they have left an imprint, Jake and Lil, Gary and Sandy, and the Cooper family, on Chaska, what it is today, and providing for us a brighter future for tomorrow. I'm very proud to introduce to you as incoming members to the Chaska High School Hall of Fame, Jake and Lillian Cooper, Gary and Sandy Cooper. If you have a chance to look at these plaques, they are just tremendous pictures of Jake and Lil and Gary and Sandy. Take a minute and take a look at those.
Hey, Robert, got a hug. Come on, man.
Okay.
This is going to be short and sweet. My sister Colleen, she was a track star at Chaska High School. My brother Lee was all-conference wrestler at Chaska High School. My daughter Sarah was the captain of the state championship knowledge bowl team. The rest of my family there, Amy, Richard, these are great people. They're great friends. This woman right here has made me a whole person. through good times and difficult times. She is a steady lover and supporter and companion. My family and I would like to thank you all for the recognition. I'd like to thank my parents, and I don't want to say a lot of things about my parents, but there's one time in my life that my father made a statement to me that I think is hugely meaningful. I was probably 17 or 18 years old, and I said, "Dad, what should I be when I grow up?" And he said, "Son, it doesn't matter what you are when you grow up. What matters is that you should serve other people and you should help other people." And I think that lesson is a lesson that my brothers, my sisters, my children, I think it's been a big part of our family, and I'm really part of that lesson, and I think we've lived that lesson. The other thing that I actually think that the Cooper family and its relationship with Chaska is a big idea. The Cooper family is different from everybody else. And we're different in a lot of ways, and I don't need to enumerate the ways, but there's a lot of reasons why the city of Chaska and the community of Chaska could have rejected us, could have pushed us away, could have not wanted us to be part of their community. But the community of Chaska has accepted us, and we're really proud of that. And I think as we look to the future, the lesson that the city of Chaska and the Cooper family have learned from accepting people that are different is something we can take forward. And that's just the message I'd like to have is, and I think when you think about people that are different, people that have headscarves, people that are brown, people that are short, people that are tall, people that have been in prison, there's lots of different things that can make people different. But when our family was different, the city of Chaska accepted us, and I think it's been good for us, it's been good for the city of Chaska. And I would just hope that as we go forward, we continue to accept and welcome people that are different, and I think they'll make us the great town that we are. I love Chaska, I love the high school, I love you all. Thank you. Bye.
Gary and I graduated together from Chaska High School a couple years ago, and Gary was a wrestler. I went to some of those matches, and there were some of those matches that Gary was behind by quite a number. But one thing you could be assured of, he would never get pinned. He might lose the match, but he would never get pinned. And I think it's that attitude that's served him well and the family well as they've gone forward. So